Ladies and gentlemen, everything in the universe is energy in motion, the sunlight warming the earth, the wind moving through the trees, even the thoughts sparking in our minds. Money, too, is part of this universal flow. Yet we often mistake it for something static, something to hoard or control. In truth, money is not an end in itself. It is a symbol, a tool, and a conduit for energy. It is neither good nor bad, only as meaningful as the purpose we assign to it. Let us explore how recognizing money as energy can transform our relationship with it and unlock its true potential in our lives. Energy is the essence of existence. It flows through everything, shaping the world around us and the experiences within us. From the sun that fuels life on Earth to the tiny spark that powers a thought in your mind, energy is the unseen force that animates and connects all things. It moves, transforms, and evolves, never stagnant, always dynamic. This energy is not confined to the physical world, but extends into our ideas, our emotions, and even the systems we create, such as money. Money, in its essence, is just another form of energy. It may seem solid, tangible, and finite, but its true nature lies in its movement and exchange. A coin or a bill is merely a symbol, a representation of value agreed upon by society. That agreement, rooted in trust, is a powerful manifestation of energy. Money enables the flow of resources, ideas, and creativity, connecting people across vast distances and diverse cultures. It is not the metal in the coin or the ink on the bill that holds power, it is the energy of belief, cooperation, and intent behind it. The nature of energy is fluid. It resists stagnation and thrives in circulation. When water is allowed to flow freely, it sustains life, nurtures growth, and carries away debris. But when it becomes stagnant, it loses its vitality and breeds decay. Similarly, money loses its essence when it is hoarded or clung to out of fear. When we allow it to flow, investing in meaningful endeavors, supporting others, and pursuing our passions, it becomes a catalyst for growth, not just for ourselves, but for the broader world. Yet, our perception of money often distorts this understanding. We treat it as something to possess, something that defines our worth. We tie our sense of security, identity, and success to its accumulation. This attachment disrupts the natural flow, creating blockages in the energy cycle. Like a clenched fist trying to hold water, our grasping mindset causes us to lose sight of money's true purpose. It is not the possession of money that brings fulfillment, but the energy it enables us to channel into our lives and the lives of others. When we recognize money as energy, we begin to see it differently. It ceases to be an object of fear or greed and becomes a tool for connection and transformation. Every transaction becomes an exchange of energy, a dance of giving and receiving. The value of what we offer to the world, our time, skills, and creativity, is mirrored in what we receive in return. This reciprocity is the foundation of the economic systems we rely on, but it is also deeply personal, reflecting the balance we strive for in our own lives. Energy does not exist in isolation, it is always in motion, always part of a greater flow. Money, too, exists in a web of relationships. When we spend, save, or share it, we are participating in this vast network of exchange. The energy we put out into the world through generosity, intention, and purpose inevitably returns to us, often in ways we do not expect. This is not a mystical idea, but a practical observation of how interconnected we all are. Understanding money as energy invites us to align its flow with our values and purpose. Instead of seeking to control or hoard it, we can use it to fuel what truly matters: our dreams, our communities, and our shared future. This perspective transforms money from a source of stress and division into a powerful means of creation and collaboration. It becomes a way to amplify the positive energy we wish to see in the world. In its purest form, energy is infinite and boundless. While money may seem limited, its potential is vast when we view it as part of this universal flow. It can build bridges, spark innovations, and heal divides. It can help us express our highest selves and support the growth of others. By embracing its energetic nature, we not only change how we relate to money, but also unlock its ability to enrich our lives in profound and meaningful ways. Money is one of the most powerful symbols humanity has created. a concept that transcends its physical form and represents something far greater. At its core, money is not wealth, value, or power. It is a representation, a medium, and an agreement. The true nature of money lies not in the paper or metal it is made of, but in the collective trust and shared understanding that give it meaning. It is a language of exchange, a symbol of potential, and a mirror reflecting the complexities of human society. In its essence, money is a placeholder for value. When we exchange goods, services, or labor for money, we are not interacting with the material of money itself, but with the trust it represents. A piece of paper or a coin has no inherent value. It is only valuable because we collectively agree that it can be exchanged for something else. This trust is the foundation of economies, enabling people to trade, build, and create across time and distance. Without this shared belief, money would be nothing more than a curiosity, like a shell or a token with no practical purpose. As a symbol, money simplifies the complexity of human interaction. Imagine a world without money. Every exchange would require barter, with goods and services directly traded for others of perceived equal value. Such a system, while theoretically possible, would be cumbersome and inefficient in a modern, interconnected society. Money provides a way to store and transfer value across time and space, making it possible for someone to trade their skills or products today and use the earnings to fulfill a need tomorrow or even years later. It bridges gaps in time and understanding, allowing for the fluid exchange of energy between individuals and groups. But as powerful as money is as a symbol, it is important to remember that it is only that a symbol. It is not the value itself, but a representation of it. This distinction is crucial because it shifts our focus from the money to what it represents. Money in itself cannot satisfy hunger, cure illness, or build relationships. It can only facilitate the processes that do these things. To mistake money for the value it symbolizes is to confuse the map for the territory or the menu for the meal. This misunderstanding is at the heart of many societal and personal challenges. People often chase money as if it were the ultimate goal, forgetting that it is merely a tool. They seek to accumulate wealth without considering what that wealth is for or how it aligns with their deeper values. This pursuit can lead to dissatisfaction, as no amount of money can fill the void created by a lack of purpose or connection. When we view money as a symbol rather than an end, we begin to see it not as something to worship but as something to use. Money's symbolic nature also reflects the energy and intentions of those who use it. When used with generosity, purpose, and creativity, it becomes a force for good, enabling innovation, supporting communities, and enriching lives. Conversely, when driven by fear, greed, or exploitation, it can perpetuate inequality and harm. This duality underscores that money itself is neutral. It is how we engage with it and what we choose to do with it that gives it moral and emotional weight. Recognizing money as a symbol can transform our relationship with it. It allows us to detach from the anxiety of scarcity and the illusion of security that excessive accumulation might bring. It invites us to focus on the value we create in exchange, the intentions behind our actions, and the impact of our financial decisions on the world around us. By shifting our perspective, we reclaim money's role as a facilitator rather than a master, a means to an end rather than the end itself. Ultimately, money as a symbol is a reflection of human ingenuity and connection. It is a testament to our ability to cooperate, trust, and build systems that transcend individual needs and desires. When we align our use of money with our values and purpose, it becomes a tool for expression, a channel for energy, and a bridge to greater possibilities. By remembering its symbolic nature, we honor its potential to not only shape our lives, but also to reflect the best of what humanity can achieve. Money is a fascinating construct, one that holds no intrinsic value, yet wields immense influence over our lives. At its heart, money is not a thing but a symbol, a representation of value, trust, and exchange. It functions as a shared agreement, an abstraction that allows societies to operate with efficiency and complexity. This symbolic nature is the essence of money's power as it transforms the intangible into something tangible, enabling human interaction and collaboration on scales that would otherwise be impossible. The physical forms of money coins, bills, or even digital numbers are merely placeholders. They have no inherent worth beyond what we collectively assign to them. A piece of paper or a digital entry in a bank account does not feed us, clothe us, or provide shelter. What gives money meaning is the trust we place in it as a medium of exchange. This trust is a remarkable feat of human cooperation. It allows us to trade goods and services not just with those in our immediate community, but with strangers across vast distances and over long periods. Money is a practical solution to a fundamental challenge in human societies, the inefficiency of barter. In a world without money, exchanges would require a direct match of needs and resources. A baker might need shoes, but if the cobbler doesn't want bread, the exchange breaks down. Money eliminates this problem by serving as a universally accepted intermediary. It holds value not because of its material composition, but because we agree it does. This agreement is the foundation of economies, enabling a fluid and dynamic flow of resources, labor, and innovation. However, the symbolic nature of money often leads to misunderstandings about its true role in our lives. People can become fixated on the symbol itself rather than the value it represents. They may view money as the ultimate goal, forgetting that it is merely a tool to facilitate exchange, growth, and fulfillment. This misperception can create a sense of scarcity and fear, driving people to hoard money or pursue it at the expense of their deeper values and relationships. In doing so, they lose sight of what money is meant to achieve: the exchange of energy, the creation of possibilities, and the support of human flourishing. Understanding money as a symbol helps to reframe this relationship. It shifts our focus from accumulation to intention, from possession to purpose. Money is not valuable for its own sake. Its worth lies in what it allows us to do. It can enable us to pursue our passions, support our loved ones, and contribute to our communities. When we see money as a means to an end rather than an end in itself, we unlock its potential to serve as a force for good. It becomes a way to channel energy toward the things that truly matter. This perspective also highlights the neutrality of money. It is neither inherently good nor bad, but takes on the qualities of those who use it. In the hands of someone motivated by greed, it can perpetuate inequality and harm. In the hands of someone guided by compassion and purpose, it can create opportunities, uplift others, and drive positive change. The symbolic nature of money means that its moral character is not intrinsic but a reflection of the intentions behind its use. When we embrace money as a symbol, we free ourselves from unnecessary fear and attachment. We begin to see it as part of a larger flow of energy, one that thrives in movement and exchange. Like water, money is most beneficial when it circulates, nurturing growth and vitality. Hoarding it or clinging to it disrupts this flow, creating stagnation and limiting its potential to create value. By allowing money to move freely and purposefully, we align with its true nature and amplify its impact. Ultimately, money is a testament to human ingenuity and cooperation. It represents the trust, creativity, and shared purpose that bind us together. Recognizing it as a symbol allows us to engage with it more mindfully, using it not as a measure of our worth, but as a tool for expressing our values and achieving our goals. In doing so, we honor money's role not just as a medium of exchange, but as a profound expression of the energy that connects us all. Wealth and freedom are deeply intertwined concepts, yet their relationship is often misunderstood. Many people see wealth as the ultimate pathway to freedom, believing that accumulating financial resources will grant them the liberty to live life on their terms. While there is truth in this perspective, it is only part of the story. Wealth, in its truest sense, is not merely the possession of money or material goods, but the ability to use those resources to create a life aligned with one's values, passions, and purpose. Freedom is not just the absence of constraints, it is the presence of meaningful choices and the power to act on them. Together, wealth and freedom form a dynamic relationship that extends beyond financial considerations to encompass emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions. Wealth is often measured in terms of money, but this narrow definition misses the broader picture. True wealth includes health, relationships, knowledge, skills, and time. These forms of wealth are not always quantifiable, yet they play a crucial role in creating a fulfilling life. Money is a tool within this broader framework of wealth, a means to access opportunities and experiences. However, money alone cannot guarantee freedom. A person with vast financial resources but poor health, strained relationships, or a lack of purpose may feel trapped, not free. Conversely, someone with modest financial means but strong connections, a clear sense of purpose, and the ability to make meaningful choices may feel incredibly wealthy in a deeper sense. Freedom, at its core, is the ability to live authentically and in alignment with one's values. It is not just about escaping responsibilities or constraints, but about having the capacity to choose how to invest one's energy, time, and resources. Financial wealth can enhance this capacity by reducing external pressures and providing the flexibility to pursue one's goals. For example, someone with financial security can explore creative passions, invest in personal growth, or spend more time with loved ones. However, freedom also requires a mindset that values agency and prioritizes choices that lead to fulfillment. The relationship between wealth and freedom is complex, and misunderstanding it can lead to unintended consequences. Many people chase financial wealth without considering what they want to achieve with it. They become caught in a cycle of accumulation, believing that just a little more will unlock the freedom they desire. This pursuit can become all-consuming, leaving little room for the very experiences and connections that make life meaningful. It is a paradox. The quest for wealth, if not guided by a clear sense of purpose, can become a form of self-imposed bondage. To truly experience freedom through wealth, it is essential to define what freedom means on an individual level. For some, it might mean the ability to travel the world and explore new cultures. For others, it might mean the security to stay rooted in one place and nurture deep relationships. It could involve the time and resources to focus on creative projects, the opportunity to give back to the community, or the ability to live without constant financial stress. Once this vision of freedom is clear, wealth can be cultivated and used as a means to achieve it rather than as an end in itself. Wealth and freedom also have a communal dimension. True wealth is not limited to individual gain, but includes the ability to uplift others and contribute to the greater good. Financial resources can be a powerful tool for creating freedom, not only for oneself but also for others. Acts of generosity, whether through philanthropy, mentorship, or community building, expand the concept of wealth to encompass shared well-being. When wealth is used in service of freedom for all, it transcends materialism and becomes a force for connection, empowerment, and transformation. Ultimately, wealth and freedom are about alignment, aligning resources with values, choices with purpose, and actions with meaning. Financial wealth can amplify freedom, but it is not its sole determinant. A life of true freedom is one in which wealth, in all its forms, is used intentionally to create joy, growth, and impact. By understanding the deeper relationship between wealth and freedom, we can move beyond the superficial chase for money and toward a richer, more authentic experience of life. In this way, wealth becomes a pathway not to mere abundance, but to the freedom to live fully and purposefully. Money and value are often conflated, but their relationship is both intricate and nuanced. Money, in essence, is a representation, a tool society uses to quantify, measure, and exchange value. Value, however, is a more profound and subjective concept. It is rooted in human perception, shaped by cultural norms, personal priorities, and situational needs. Understanding the distinction and interplay between money and value can fundamentally transform the way we perceive wealth, work, and our place in the world. At its core, money is a medium of exchange, a standard measure of value, and a store of potential. It simplifies transactions, making it possible for people to trade goods, services, and labor without the complications of direct barter. Yet money itself holds no intrinsic worth. A currency note is merely paper, a coin is just metal. Their significance lies in the collective trust that they represent value. This trust allows money to serve as a bridge between effort and reward, between production and consumption. Value, on the other hand, is inherently subjective. What one person deems valuable, another might overlook entirely. A loaf of bread holds immense value to someone who is hungry, while it might mean little to someone who is well fed. This variability underscores that value is not fixed but fluid, shaped by context, individual needs, and cultural frameworks. It exists independently of money, yet money often serves as a convenient proxy for its exchange. The relationship between money and value becomes more complex when viewed through the lens of work and contribution. People often equate the amount of money they earn with the value they provide. While this can sometimes be true, it is not a universal principle. Many professions that create immense societal value, teaching, caregiving, or community service, are not always accompanied by substantial monetary rewards. Conversely, there are instances where activities that generate significant wealth may contribute little to broader well-being, or at times even cause harm. This discrepancy reveals the limitations of money as a sole measure of value. Money also interacts with value in deeply personal ways. For individuals, the value of money depends on what it enables them to do. For one person, it might mean security, the ability to provide for their family and meet basic needs. For another, it might represent freedom, the opportunity to travel, explore passions, or take risks. For yet another, it might symbolize power or status. These varying perceptions highlight that money is not valuable in itself, but gains meaning through its alignment with personal goals and desires. This perspective invites a more intentional relationship with money. Rather than pursuing it for its own sake, we can ask, what does money allow us to experience, achieve, or create? When we focus on aligning money with our values, it becomes a tool for fulfillment rather than an end in itself. For instance, someone who values connection might use their resources to support family gatherings, while another who values knowledge might invest in education. In both cases, money becomes a conduit for realizing deeper, more intrinsic forms of value. The interplay between money and value extends to larger societal systems. On a global scale, economies assign monetary value to goods, services, and labor based on supply, demand, and perceived worth. Yet this system often overlooks intangible or long-term values such as environmental sustainability, cultural heritage, or emotional well-being. The challenge lies in expanding our understanding of value to include these dimensions, ensuring that the pursuit of financial profit does not undermine broader human and planetary needs. Understanding the distinction between money and value also shifts our perspective on wealth. True wealth is not merely the accumulation of money, but the ability to live in alignment with what one values most. A person who prioritizes creativity might feel wealthy with minimal material possessions but abundant time for artistic expression. Someone who values community might find wealth in strong relationships rather than in a bank account. By focusing on value rather than money, we can redefine wealth in ways that are more authentic and fulfilling. Ultimately, money is a tool, a means to an end, but it is value that gives life its depth and purpose. Recognizing this allows us to engage with money more mindfully, ensuring it serves us rather than the other way around. It encourages us to measure success not by the numbers in our accounts, but by the richness of our experiences and the contributions we make to the world. In this way, money and value become partners in a dance of exchange, one enriching the other when used with intention and wisdom. Harmony with purpose is the state of aligning one's actions, choices, and values with a deeper sense of meaning and direction. It is a dynamic balance between living authentically and contributing to something larger than oneself. This concept transcends mere productivity or personal success, emphasizing a life that resonates with fulfillment, connection, and intentionality. To live in harmony with purpose is to integrate the external demands of life with the internal compass that guides our aspirations and values, creating a sense of coherence and wholeness. Purpose is the foundation of this harmony. It is not a singular destination, but an evolving sense of why we do what we do, a guiding principle that provides direction. Purpose often arises from the intersection of passion, skills, and the desire to make a meaningful impact. It is deeply personal, reflecting our unique perspectives, experiences, and capacities. However, purpose is not static. It changes as we grow and as the world around us shifts. Living with purpose requires ongoing reflection, adaptability, and an openness to discovering new dimensions of meaning. Harmony in this context involves integrating purpose into daily life. It is not about achieving perfection or eliminating challenges, but about cultivating a balance where our inner values and external actions align. This alignment creates a sense of flow where work, relationships, and personal growth all feel interconnected and mutually reinforcing. In such a state, effort becomes meaningful, and even mundane tasks can contribute to a greater whole. Harmony does not imply a life free of conflict, but rather the ability to navigate life's complexities with clarity and intention. And to achieve harmony with purpose, it is essential to recognize and address the barriers that often stand in the way. One of the most common obstacles is distraction, the tendency to be pulled in many directions by societal pressures, external expectations, or the noise of daily life. These distractions can lead us to lose sight of what truly matters, creating a sense of disconnection or stagnation. Reclaiming focus requires mindfulness and intentionality, creating space to reflect on what aligns with our core values and letting go of what does not. Another challenge is fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. These fears can keep us from pursuing what feels meaningful, trapping us in routines or roles that do not resonate with our true selves. Thanks for watching.